Hello there YouTube. I will start today's video with the tragic news. A powerful magnitude 7.8 earthquake had rocked Turkey and Syria early Monday of February 6th. The tragic event had already killed thousands and misplaced tens of thousands of people. Hard to say how many millions or even billions in damages will it cost for Turkey and neighboring Syria. But what meaning does money have when there is such a great loss of life? As of right now, 4,372 people had perished, and around 15,000 got injured. In the wake of this terrible event, this video will be shorter. I will only briefly cover changes on the battlefield and some of the interesting news around this conflict. Please understand, both war in Ukraine and this earthquake are tragedies in their own right. However, one was unavoidable and the other was unnecessary. In the past few days, Russia tried to capture a few villages in this sector. As we can see, Russia had almost captured one of this settlement called Dvorichne, and now they're in the outskirts of Grenikivka. As you can see, there is a river that covers the little city of Dvorichna, but Russians will probably attack towards Greniivka, go around the river, and will storm Dvorichna in 2 or 3 days. The Russians are continue to push from Kremina towards Liman. However, mostly their attacks were being repelled by Ukrainian army. Russia had some local success south of Kremina, but I don't believe it's going to be something dangerous for Ukrainian army. Russian troops are getting closer and closer on capturing Krasna Hora. They have entered outskirts of Krasna Hora and captured old Soviet military base that is located here. If we go to a map with the better satellite imagery, we can see Krasna Hora here, and this is the old military base. I think this can turn out to be a very bad situation for Ukraine, as this old Soviet military base can serve as natural and very effective defense line. Russians can move their troops closer and start firing into a city itself, and they can position their mortars somewhere around here and bombard the positions of Ukrainian army in the Krasna Hora itself. In the next days, I predict Russian attacks to go along this road right here and from this military base into Krasna Hora itself. Russia continues to storm east side of Bakhmut, but their attacks are being repelled by Ukrainian army. I believe if Russians were to succeed in their push, they will be stopped along this river and will not go any further. A small development happened at the Russian attack at Chasiv Yar. As you can see, there's a little change on the map. If we go to a map that has a better satellite, we can see that after this river, there's a wood line that will defend Russian army and will serve as a natural defense position. Overall, the pincer movement to encircle Bakhmut is going slowly, and I believe Ukraine have time and ability to repel Russian attacks for a long time. There are rumors of possible Russian offensive near Valigdar, towards these directions. However, I don't believe it is possible. Russians first need to capture Valigdar itself in order to safely operate in this big open space. And like I said in my previous videos, Valigdar is extremely hard to attack and somewhat easy to defend, because Valigdar is located right in the middle of all these fields on the high ground and is full of tall concrete buildings that are usually used for great defense. There are rumors that Russia are massing troops along this border right here in order to attack towards this city Zaporozhye and further into Ukraine. However, I don't believe it is possible, as this won't achieve any tactical or strategical victory. There's only one news article that I want to cover today in this video. Ukrainian official claims Russia plans to mobilize up to 500,000 extra soldiers this year. I want to say that this number can sound scary, but I want to assure you that for each soldier fighting on the battlefield, there are at least 6 who are working in the rear to support those supplies, to drive those supplies, to defend those supplies. So we might see only about 100 to 200,000 people on Ukrainian fronts in 3 to 6 months time. So that is it for today. Again, the hottest spot on the map is Bakhmut. Overall, Russia seems to have ceased most of its operations on the front, as if they're preparing for something. We just have to see what they are planning to do. Anyway, this is it. Have a good day, have a good night, and always remember, Russia will be free.